So first of all, I want to say that I'd like to work for Jack. So Jack, please hire me. And the second question is, how many people here are actually relaxed now? That's really good, because I'm super terrified. So hopefully by the end of the talk, I'll be with you. I want to talk to you in the next 10 minutes about dreams, people, and computers. So my name is Yonatan, as you know. I'll start with a bit of background. I'm from this tiny place called Israel, and within Israel, I'm even from a tinier place called Lake Tiberias. I grew up there, and when I grew up, I had several dreams. The first dream, I wanted to be like Super Mario and explore the world, dive into tunnels, and swim with dolphins. And then I wanted to not just play, but also not just play a computer game, but I wanted to really play in the NBA. Now, as you can see, I'm pretty short. I don't jump high enough. I can score, but obviously it wasn't enough for that. And then I wanted to, a fantastic British filmmaker, Stanley Kubrick. I studied cinema in high school, and we done a couple of films, and I thought that he's an incredible creator, and I wanted to be almost like him. And my secret dream, which don't tell anyone, please, is to become an orchestra conductor, which I have no idea how I'm going to do that. I don't even play any instrument, which is sad, but that's definitely a dream worthwhile pursuing. I've even had a stint in the Israeli Defense Force for 3 years. I don't know if you know, it's mandatory, learned a lot. And while I was in university, in my last year of studies, I started the first venture, which was called FunKit, and we wanted to enable self-expression through apparel customization. And we thought about, well, it's going to be super awesome to actually put some stickers on a shoe, and you can choose how to design your shoe, and we would mass manufacture it. I've worked on it with my co-founders for a year, and I realized two things after a year. One, I don't want to sell stickers, and two, I have no idea how to run a business. So I went to learn how Big Boy is doing it. I joined a billion-dollar company that makes furniture and houseware from plastic and sell it over 90 countries, including the UK, and I had 3 amazing years there working with the CEO of the company. But I wish I was you for several reasons. One, there are 3 billion people online today. This is an incredible world. Almost half of the population around the world is online as we speak. 2, we have all these incredible devices, right? These magical devices like iPhone, iPad, or any other tablet. We have Clash of Clans. How many people here play Clash of Clans? That's not enough. We watch YouTube by Mr. Stampy Cat, who has 2 billion YouTube views online on his Minecraft game, which is pretty phenomenal. And of course, we have Snapchat. And I'm sure, don't say, I'm sure everyone are using your Snapchat. But for us, for the founders of Kano, it wasn't enough. So I took a flight to London about almost 2 years ago, and I joined Alex and Sol, who you can see on the photo. And we also have Alejandro there, our first employee. That's in Legoland, where we had a lot of fun. And we wanted to do something about the fact that there are all these magical devices, but we're not sure how much it really helps you. And we started with a question, which is, how do you build a computer? And why did we ask that? Because these devices, as much as they're beautiful, magical, they're pretty sealed, and we have no idea how technology works in this magical world of technology. So is it about creation, or is it actually about consumption? And some people, like Nicolas Negroponte, who founded MIT Media Lab and also the One Laptop Per Child, he said already in 1980 that it's actually about living. It's not about computers. So we looked for some inspiration when we started a company, and we looked at Calvin, who is a 16-year-old from Sierra Leone, and from the age of 11 taught himself to build electronics from finding components on trash bins, and Kane, a 12-year-old from East LA, who built the first cardboard arcade place, which is pretty cool. I haven't been there yet. And Sully, who I don't know if you heard today that was speaking, who is a fantastic inspiration for us. And we thought, how can we help empower you, which we think about all of you as a new creative generation. And then we looked at what exists out there, and we saw the Raspberry Pi, $35 open single board computer. And we gave it to Mika, who is the son of one of my co-founders, who is 7. And Mika said that if we can make it as simple and fun as Lego, then he can actually make his own computer. And we said, OK, that sounds like a worthwhile task. And we thought about a name, and we thought that the founder of Judo who made martial art accessible to the entire world, we thought that could be a cool name for a company that actually try and make technology accessible for anyone. We started with a box, a brown box, a beautiful book that, just like in Lego, in 40 steps, explains how you start working with a Raspberry Pi. We went into a flat in London, and we have inventory on the left side. We had a lot of boxes on the right side. We packed all the boxes, and we started to ship these computer kits. We made 200 units. More than that, we wanted to see what you think about what we've done. So we went to a classroom, and the first workshop we've done, we asked who wants to make a computer. And one of the kids, after 19 minutes, Khalid, an 8-year-old, he said that adults treat them like they're incapable because they're young. But today, they've made a computer, so they're like super children. And we said, oh, wow. That was our first user feedback. We sold out the 200 units online with a kind of a very solid website. And then we said, OK, now what? So we spent a lot of time, started to build a team, raised a bit of money from investors, and we wanted to launch Kickstarter to actually see how many more people would like to support us. And as Liat mentioned, we've done $1.5 million. We actually asked for $100,000, which we've made after 18 hours. Maybe some of that help came because we were displayed on Wired article. After the campaign, we had almost 14,000 people backing our Kickstarter campaign from 86 countries in over 30 days. And then, by the way, one of them was Steve Wozniak, the founder of Apple. I think he got his kit, but I'm not sure if he reacted already. And then we went back and wanted to see how people engage again with our computers. And overall, we've done tests with people around the world, over 1,000 people that have tried the product, not just in the US and the UK, but also Nairobi and Johannesburg. And we worked with fantastic designers and our team in order to get the product that I have here actually ready to mass manufacture in China and send it to people from 86 countries, which we've done a few weeks ago. Inside, there is a whole journey. It starts with an operating system that we've built on top of Linux that you can actually make yourself. So if you want to play a game, you actually need to use code on our visual programming interface in order to build towers in Minecraft. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. You can build your own tower in Minecraft without the code. But actually, if you learn to code by building the tower, that's even more awesome. And I'm sure your parents would like that because maybe in 10 years, you'll get to Harvard Computer Science School. And we have the books, which you can check them online. You can actually download some of the books online if you already have a Pi. And we've built this beautiful Kano World social platform where everything you create with the kit, you can actually, it's automatically being shared online. So you can unlock challenges, you get points, you unlock badges, and you can see how much of a creator you become over time. And of course, there are stickers, which are pretty awesome. And just kind of scrolling down really quickly, what it means to actually manufacture a product which has 36 components, which we're manufacturing with 8 different factories, and all of them almost made in China, where we also ship the product to the entire world. And just to show you quickly how everything works in a 30 seconds video. And of course, the most important thing in our experience of building a product and actually getting the product out there to the world is who is using the product. And now we're in a place where we're moving from it's about us, it's about the team, to actually we have fans all over the world. And we have customers like this reporter from The Guardian who wrote about his experience with his kids. And the most exciting thing about his experience of building the computer with his 2 sons over a weekend was actually the social interaction that they had together, making it together, exploring technology together, and not just getting a computer kit and giving it to his kids. And of course, we're also on Wired, once again, a few weeks ago. And these are a couple of photos which people from all over the world have shared with us and their experiences. And that's my favorite. His family literally moved from iMac to Kano, which was pretty awesome. And these are some of the hundreds of photos we're getting these days from all over the world of kids that are making the computers. We also have a couple of mayors that have tried to build a computer. Of course, they left it to the more powerful, smarter kids. and some prime ministers like the UK and Israel prime ministers. This is how we started in Legoland more than a year ago. A couple of people with just a dream to build a computer kit for a new creative generation. This is Team Kano today. We're based in London, 23 people from 10 different nationalities, everyone based in London. If anyone here thinks that what I'm saying makes sense, come to me afterwards, and maybe we can organize some summer internship for you guys. And I just want to leave you with a couple messages before I finish. And, you know, number one, whatever it is that you're doing, try and focus on something that you're really passionate about. Because when the going gets tough, and it will get tough in anything that you start, you gotta be passionate about what you wanna do. Number two, try and do it together with people, with the best people you can find, which you actually share the same passion and vision. Don't be afraid to make the next step. You know, just do stuff. The entire world is waiting for a lot of creativity, and you don't need to be 25-year-old from a graduate from Stanford. You can do it today, already when you're 7, with a computer kit that teaches you the basics of technology, and just make stuff. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yonatan. Thank you. 1.5 million, that's a scary number. What changed after that? I mean, you have such big expectations on you. Yeah. Your team had to grow. How did you deal with that?
Well, the one thing I've done, which was obvious, is I did not cancel my snowboarding vacation.
Excellent.
And then I came back and I was like, oh, wow, there's literally now 14,000 people that we actually need to serve and build the product and get the product to them. So nothing has changed from the perspective of actually we're building a company and we need to deliver a product that we promised. I think it was just like this lovable brand now that 14,000 people in 86 countries actually affiliate with. That was kind of a tremendous shift in our mind.
And for anyone that hasn't actually pre-ordered one, if you win the Facebook competition, this is what you get. You get a beautiful Kano build-it-yourself computer kit, so please do get involved.
And if you do not win, you can get it in 2 days.
You can get it. All right, thank you so much, Yonatan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.